Yes, sir, we promised you a great...
What's going on, YouTube? I am Chris6, and I'm coming at you guys with tonight's SummerSlam results. SummerSlam is here. It has happened. It is now over with. Oh my god, like I said, the event was going to be lit, and damn straight if it wasn't. First off, before we get into this, I'd like to thank those of you who joined the two live streams that I done earlier. One during the pre-show, doing the mixed match of Rusev Day and Lana versus Cien Almas and Zelina Vega. Thank you for joining that one. And also those of you who joined me during the Ronda Rousey and Alexa Bliss Raw Women's Championship match. Got to experience it with me live. Thank you. Thank you for joining that as well. If you guys are enjoying these live streams and whatnot, I'm going to start doing those more often. I'm going to be doing those during Raw and SmackDown as well, and I'm also going to be doing those during some of the pay-per-view events as well. Next, want to give a shout out to Scotty Pockets Gaming. Make sure you guys go over to him and hit that subscribe button. Go on over to Baby Dannyland and subscribe to her, and also go on over to Happy Accidents as well and subscribe there. I want to give another shout out to Team R. Dropping a comment for your channel down in the comment section during the Alexa Bliss and Ronda Rousey live stream. Shout out to you, brother. Team R, thank you for joining the live stream. Go on over and subscribe to Team R. Now, we're going to get into this about, like I said, the live streams. We're going to be doing those from now on throughout Raw and SmackDown. And also some of the pay-per-views. Maybe we'll be doing them from now on with all pay-per-views. I'm not quite sure yet, but I did enjoy doing the commentating. If you guys didn't go and check out the last video that I ended up doing, the last video was the Lay's jalapeno bacon wrap jalapeno poppers. Friggin' good chips. Go check that video out and make sure you guys hit the like button on that as well. Hit the like button on this video, and we're going to get right into tonight's SummerSlam pre-show. The three matches that was in the pre-show was the Zelina Vega and Cien Almas versus Lana and Rusev. Now, Zelina Vega and Cien Almas picked up the win over Lana and Rusev due to some... I don't know if you want. It was some team trickery. That's pretty much, let's put it that way. It was some interference with some team trickery, distracting Rusev and Lana, picking up that win for their team. Moving on, we end up having the Raw Tag Team Championship, the B Team versus the Revival. B Team picked up the win over the Revival. Very good match. I'm telling you, the B Team's just dumb luck. Like Corey Graves said, he explained it well during the pre-show. He said it's just pure dumb luck for the B Team and how they're winning. We end up moving on. The third match was the Cruiserweights. I did not get the Cruiserweights results. I stepped out of the room for a moment during the Cruiserweights match. By the time I got back in, they was getting ready to go into the main show. Now, for the main show, we end up kicking off with the IC title fight with Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins. Dolph Ziggler, again, having Drew McIntyre in his corner. Seth Rollins calling up Dean Ambrose from his injury, from his absence. And now Dean Ambrose is back, but Dean Ambrose is in the corner of Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins picks up the win. The match was very good, though. Seth Rollins pulling off a maneuver I ain't quite never seen before. This suplex and into this Anuko driver. I don't know. It was a massive move. I liked it a lot. Next, we end up having the SmackDown Tag Team Championships match, and that was the Bludgeon Brothers versus New Day. Now, New Day picked up the win due to a disqualification, but the Bludgeon Brothers are still your tag team champions. We end up seeing a big old friggin' downfall with the Bludgeon Brothers trying to destroy the New Day, getting themselves disqualified with the mallet. The handle of the mallet is what really inevitably got them disqualified. Rowan taking out Xavier Woods with the mallet handle, and that's where the disqualification come from, though. The next match that we end up having was Kevin Owens versus Braun Strowman, with the stipulation of whoever wins this match will get the Money in the Bank briefcase of Braun Strowman. So Braun Strowman loses to Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens gets to take home the briefcase. If Braun Strowman wins, he gets to retain his briefcase. But we already know how this pretty much plays out. Braun Strowman picks up the win over Kevin Owens. Pretty much demolished Kevin Owens. Almost put him in the front row at one point with a clothesline outside the ring. And the clothesline wasn't even going towards the front row. The clothesline was actually parallel to the barricade, and somehow he hit him hard enough that he actually went sideways and almost went to the front row. The next match that we ended up having was the SmackDown Women's Championship match, and this is the triple threat: Becky Lynch, Charlotte versus Carmella. Well, Becky Lynch versus Charlotte versus Carmella. Let's clarify that so nobody thinks I'm talking a 2-on-1. But this is a triple threat match for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and Charlotte picks up the win over all the other two, Becky Lynch and Carmella. But Becky Lynch at the end turns heel. She turns on Charlotte, taking Charlotte out, working her around the ring and outside the ring. Smashing her into the barricade and beating her down, pretty much showing her frustration, shelling that out on Charlotte for her loss. She feels that she should have been the SmackDown Women's Champion, and it serves her right. She should have been. She should have been SmackDown Women's Champion, but Paige made it a match that if Charlotte ends up beating Carmella, she gets added to the match and it be a triple threat. And so Charlotte weaseled her way right on into this match. So I can understand her frustration. The next match that we ended up having was your WWE Heavyweight Championship match. Now, this is a SmackDown Live belt, and this match was AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. Well-fought match. Samoa Joe at the end pissing off AJ Styles, telling his wife Wendy that he'll be her daddy, that AJ Styles won't be coming home. Samoa Joe says, "I will be your daddy, though. I will come home to you, Wendy." And that pretty much enrages AJ Styles. AJ Styles taking out Samoa Joe and getting disqualified, beating him down with a chair. AJ Styles was busted open from the match. Samoa Joe pretty much left with a grin on his face because he knows he provoked AJ Styles and set that man off. AJ Styles still your WWE heavyweight champion for SmackDown. But Samoa Joe is really hot on that trail, hot on his heels. For the next match that we end up having was a match that has been 8 years in the making. And this match is the Daniel Bryan and The Miz match, the match that everybody has been well anticipating for the last, like I said, 8 years or so. And The Miz picks up the win over Daniel Bryan with some trickery from Maurice. Maurice sitting here front row. Miz end up getting something from her and hitting Daniel Bryan in the head with it, throwing it back to her over the barricade, and picking up the 1-2-3 over Daniel Bryan. I don't think this will be the last of this match. The next match that we end up having is a match that's been taking form over the last couple weeks, and that is Baron Corbin and Finn Balor. And Finn Balor picks up the win over Baron Corbin, but we got to see the re-debuting of the Demon Finn Balor. The last time we got to see the Demon Finn Balor at SmackDown or at SummerSlam was when Finn Balor picked up the win to get the be the first Universal Champion on Raw. The next match that we ended up having was your United States title match, and that was a match between Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke Nakamura. Jeff Hardy looked good early on, pretty much. Looked like he had the entire match won. At one point, he climbed up on the rope to perform a swanton bomb Shinsuke Nakamura rolling to the apron. So Jeff Hardy retransitioned the Swanton for the apron, and when he went to hit it, Shinsuke moved right out of his way, and Jeff Hardy nailing that apron right on his back, and that was pretty much it. Right after that was the downfall of the match. Kinshasa was delivered right to the face of Jeff Hardy, and Shinsuke ends up retaining the United States Championship. Right after the match, Randy Orton comes out, walks up halfway up the ramp, and kind of does an about-face, turns around, and goes right back to the back. I don't know what that was about, maybe just to taunt Jeff Hardy, or to show that he's still there. He's waiting for Jeff Hardy for the next match. Then the second to last match that we end up having was the anticipated Raw Women's Championship match, and that was the match between Alexa Bliss and Ronda Rousey. Now, this is a match that's been stemming for a little bit, ever since the match between Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax at Money in the Bank, where Alexa Bliss actually cashed in on Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey during the match, and retaining the champion, not retaining, but winning the championship from Nia Jax there at Money in the Bank, pissing off Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey then getting suspended, coming back from suspension, and having this match here. But Ronda Rousey picks up the win over Alexa Bliss tonight, and it was a really good match. It looks like she broke Alexa Bliss's arm, but I'm not really too sure on that. May have an update later for you guys on Monday Night Raw results for if she's got any injuries or not. For the last match, we end up having your WWE Universal Championship match, and that was Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. And the match was getting ready to kick off, and Braun Strowman come out there and injected himself with the fact that whoever wins is going to get these hands. During the match, Brock Lesnar was pretty focused on Braun Strowman outside the ring, and got his focus diverted away from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns picking up the win over Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns is now your new Universal Champion. Again, I can't wait to see what's going to happen on Monday Night Raw and Tuesday Night SmackDown this week. Everything is going to be unfolding after the fact of SummerSlam. So let's check back for those. So like I said, check back for Monday Night Raw and Tuesday Night SmackDown results videos. I also have a Starburst Gummies video that will be going up for you guys. That should have been up actually this week sometime earlier on, but we've been kind of busy, so I'll be getting that up here probably in the next couple days. But be sure to check back later. Like I said, thank you for joining me for the live stream. We're going to be doing that again soon. Also, check back for more videos. We might be live streaming some gaming content again here soon. Love, peace, chicken grease. Be kind to one another. Bye.